Well, hello, Virgo, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your weekly tarot reading. Now, if you're new to the channel, welcome. And if you're a regular, welcome back. Now, keep in mind, these are general readings. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And you might want to check out your rising or your moon sign for additional insights and information. So let's just dive in and see what the cards are indicating for the week. All right. What crystals coming through for Virgo for the week ahead? What does Virgo need? Which crystals coming out? All right. Watermelon tourmaline, stress reduction. De-stress your mind, body, and schedule as you need rest, recharge, and revive. That's that really pretty multicolor crystal. It really stands out, watermelon tourmaline. That's one I don't have, but I've seen it many times. All right. In regards to direction, path forward, decision to make, might be some uncertainty, choices. Let's see what we got in regards to direction for you, Virgo. What's coming through? Wow, solitude. Stress reduction and solitude. Well, the two cards really go together, as this is not the time to really push forward in any way. It's about stepping back and taking your focus off of your life and your troubles. You're going to be surprised, Virgo, by how things will just kind of sort themselves out once you've reduced the stress and replenished your energy. So this is kind of like a big time out for you, Virgo. So you have a tendency to work overtime and burn the candle at both ends. You're getting a very strong message, not only the crystal, but the direction that you need to take at this time is one of rest, relaxation, spending time with yourself, solitude, just recharging your batteries with no outside disruption or stress or influence. Let's see what the message is from Archangel Michael. What's coming through for Virgo? What does Virgo need to hear from you? Have no fear. Fear is a trap of the ego. Allow me to use my sword of light to free you from disquieting feelings holding you back. Take that how it resonates for you. But it could be fear and anxiety that you need to reduce as well. All right, let's see what's coming through with the tarot. Messages and guidance for Virgo, please. What does Virgo need to hear, be aware of? Messages, guidance, please, for Virgo. All right, Virgo. We have the Five of Wands. I feel this is getting away from conflict and the stress. And the Five of Wands is lots of discussions, conflict, different opinions. Five is a very difficult energy. So this is what maybe you're up against with the work that you do. You're constantly having to battle a lot of things coming at you. For some of you, it can be you're in a very competitive environment, whether it's within your family or the workplace. So Archangel Michael's like giving you the sword of light to free you from the feelings that might be holding you back. And you're going to realize that if you spend some time alone in solitude, thinking things through, reducing your stress, really paying attention to your health and well-being, Virgo. I feel like you've really been, there's more stress than you realize that is on you at this time. Let's see what else. What else is coming through for Virgo? Oh, look at this. And you're juggling a lot. The Two of Pentacles. Very stormy waters. You're making it work. You're very good at juggling a lot. Home, family, anything else that comes your way. But it's not sustainable. So a little bit of, you know, kind of a reinforcement to stress reduction. Spend some time thinking about, you know, Pentacles can be in regards to your health and well-being, as well as what I'm picking up with this Two of Coins is follow the money. I feel like you might be going into a different field, something that's more of a personal interest. You could kind of get away from this kind of chaotic energy, very competitive environment. So what else do we have? But yeah, you're juggling quite a lot, so you need some time away. Oh, these cards are so slippery. All right, what else do we have for Virgo at this time? Oh boy, Seven of Coins. This is reassessment. Now, for some, and I'll bring this up. Yes, it can be like in a performance review for some of you. And you might not be happy with what you're being told in this performance review. That could be... sorry, Virgo, I had to pause. I breathed something in, so didn't want you to hear all the coughing. So the Seven of Coins, the Seven of Pentacles here is, as I was saying, there could be some kind of reassessment, an employee, you know, like an evaluation at this time. It can be an evaluation at your job, but it also can be like a health evaluation where you're getting some news. There's an assessment here, a reassessment. You could be finding out something in regards to why this stress reduction card is coming out for you, that you need to take better care of yourself or else, so to speak. You know, Pentacles are in regards to health and well-being, as well as always relating to work. For you, it's one and the same, I believe. You know, very hard workers. Handles quite a bit, you know, but with the Seven of Coins coming out, it's a reassessment as to, you know, how much you're doing, you know, how much stress you're putting yourself under. So there's an indication here, especially with the have no fear, that I feel for some of you, you're going to go off in a new direction, something that you've been thinking about and toying about and trying to make it work financially. You know, trying to keep that kind of a balance here. So it can be that you're thinking about how long you've been either in this situation, whether it's a relationship or a partnership or a business. It could be with a company. You put in a lot of hard work and energy, but it seems to be a very competitive environment. And you're really thinking about changing, you know, and going into something that you enjoy. Or it could be that you're retiring. You could be retiring and you're thinking about what you're going to be doing after. There could be news coming in. You know, this assessment I'm getting here can be getting some news in regards to your health and well-being. What else do we have for Virgo? Where you're going to have to take it easy. And, you know, we've got the Three of Coins. So you're really talented here, Virgo, at what you do. And you're being noticed for your gifts, for your talent. So there's a lot of competition with what it is that you do. But you're kind of the one that's standing out. So I see like a shift, a change, movement coming in. 3 is usually one of something's coming together to start something new for you. But it starts with spending some time by yourself, thinking things through. What do you really want to do? And that could be because of this reassessment that you need to reduce the amount of stress that you're under. You know, de-stress not only your mind and body, but it's also indicating your schedule. Okay. So 3 of coins can be, you're part of a team. It's usually a teamwork card, but you're the one that stands out. You're the one that stays late. You're the one that takes on more than most people, Virgo. Wow, this has really been coming out a lot this week. This is the 6 of coins. You know, it's not balanced. It's not balanced energy, the work that you do. Something is terribly draining your energy. It could be people around you, expectations. You know, we've got this competitive environment. There's a reassessment here, looking at where you devote your time, your energy, and your money. So, you know, balancing quite a bit here in regards to the work that you do at home, in the work environment, everything. So 6 of coins is kind of looking at where you need to balance things out. This could be a relationship. This could be what you do at home, where you need to delegate out to others. There needs to be that give and take, equal balance. There's something here about somebody might want to, that might come up to you this week, Virgo, and want to borrow money from you. Know if indeed you give them the money, even though they say they're going to pay it back, you're not going to see that money. So know that in case somebody comes this week and wants to borrow some money. It could be something simple like, like at lunch at work, and somebody will say, I'll get you on the next time. It's not going to happen. You just bought them lunch. Okay, Virgo. What's the last tarot card? We have the King of Coins. Okay. I like it. I like it. You're getting noticed for your gifts and talents. So there's a reassessment this week. You're going to be shifting gears, kind of, moving into something that you prefer to do. Could be within the same company, or you could be shifting your interest. Could be something you do on the side. But the King of Coins showing up is whatever it is that you're reassessing here, deciding, reducing stress, taking time out, being concerned about your health and well-being, and quieting down whatever it is that's been holding you back from doing something you truly want to be doing. If you do, this King of Coins is an indication you will have great financial success. So think about it, Virgo. Think about it when you're recharging your batteries. Maybe take the day off in the middle of the week. All right, Starlight message for Virgo. Trust. The light in you cannot be dimmed. That's in regards to the work that you do. All right, that's the messages for the week. Thank you so much for joining me. Sending you love and abundance to have a great week.